Alright guys, welcome back. In the last video we talked about the SolidWorks graphic user interface, and we've already seen what file can do, what view is used for, tools, and majority of all of these icons here. In this video our focus is just to learn how to use sketch tools, specifically line tools. So let's get straight right into it. If you go to file, you touch new, you create parts, choose parts. Don't choose assembly or drawing, you're choosing parts for the now. Now our part is opening up. Let's just be patient. My computer is a bit slower than normal today. Now part is open guys, and we are seeing that there's extra menus available to us. So right now guys, in the last video I just told us that we only need evaluate tab, sketch tab and features tab. So I'll take my cursor here, I'll right click and then I'll choose tabs, and I'll go here and uncheck every other thing I don't need so that my space is not clogged. You see, I only have 3 tabs left: feature, sketch and evaluate. Even at this stage the evaluate tab is not compulsory, but I'll leave it for now. So guys, I want to show us how to sketch. To begin sketching in SolidWorks, we have 3 different primary planes. They are called primary planes because they are the 3 available planes in space, in 3D space in SolidWorks. They are front plane, top plane and right plane. So for this sketch I'm going to choose front plane. When I click on front plane, this box appears, and when I touch this icon it's showing what? Sketch. Now if I had gone to the sketch tab and chosen, just come to this white space and click, if you go to sketch tab and you choose sketch, and then these guys, these 3 major planes, they appeared. There are 3 planes, they appear for you. If you choose front plane, it's going to be front plane. But if I don't do that guys, I could also go back here. I already showed you in the graphic user interface video about all of this. Go here and choose front plane. Now guys, let's go to lines. Now if I pick my line tool, inside of the line here you are seeing we have line, center line and what? Midpoint line. So we have 3 lines here. So my first choice here, which is line, it will just help you draw a normal line. So guys, now if I choose line, sorry, go back, choose it, line. You see line is chosen and my cursor has turned to a pencil, and you are seeing in that pencil by the side towards it down, we are seeing that there is a line symbol. So I can just click first point. I'm dragging my cursor now to any side, click second point. You've drawn a line. As simple as that. Guys, if you hit the escape key on your keyboard, yes, the ESC, that's the escape key on your keyboard, is towards the top left corner of your keyboard. If you touch escape, you can escape the tool. Now as to drop the tool, that's what I mean. You can drop the tool. It means to unselect the tool, to drop the tool you are using. That's what escape is used for. It's a faster way. If I go back and click on this line, you are seeing that there are relations I can use. What is here? Add relations. I can make this line horizontal, I can make this line vertical, I can make this line what? Fixed. So now guys, I want you to notice something. This is what your feature manager design tree, this is what your property manager. So I clicked on this line, isn't it? And so all the properties for the line appears in its property manager. So this is property manager, and all the properties for this line is what is displayed here guys. So this is a normal line. So if I go ahead to this line again and pick center line is simply line, but this time around it is line that is not part of your main sketch. What I mean is this is like a construction line. It is there to help your real outline, your real sketch. So if I click first point again, click second point again, first point, sorry, then click second point, we have this. Good. So we've been able to draw our lines. We have line and center line. Now the last one, important line, is this. We have midpoint line. And for this midpoint line, we have the the way it works is this. If I pick the first point and I begin to stretch, see it's stretching equally to both sides. So if I click the second point, it would have created a line that is equal on both sides, such that you have a visible midpoint. See, this one does not have a visible midpoint until you hover about it before you see this midpoint to choose. But this one is obvious. You can just go there. It's obvious. See the hashing is obvious. But this other one is not obvious. You have to hover about. So you're not clicking on it, so you just allow your cursor to be on top and you can see the midpoint. But for midpoint lines itself, the midpoint is available for you to see without hovering. Now guys, I want us to go back to line. If we go back to line and we draw another line, see I pick my first point, I'm touching this other point. What do you see? You notice that there is a yellow box with two circles on it. This means that those 2 points are concentric on each other, and by the time I click on it, they will become actually coincident. So if I click once, what just happens? They are concentric on top of each other, so that line is fixed. It means this end point of this line is fixed to this other point of this line. Now see the relations available for this line again. We have vertical, horizontal. We also have for construction. So guys, in case you drew a line and you wanted this to be this kind of dashed line, but you forgot to choose center line, since this line is selected, you can simply come and choose for construction and it will make it for construction. If you choose this line, which is a normal line, you will still see options available. You can still say for construction and to make it for construction. So that's it about lines, guys. Very simple.